Hey, 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 it's Jane Hamill, Fashion Brain Academy, and welcome to Steal This Idea, where I bring you a real life example of selling and marketing that is super cool that you can riff off of and be inspired by to use for your own business. Okay? I'm not talking about stealing someone's actual stuff. We're talking about being inspired by what other people are doing, whether it's your doctor's office and the way they do their marketing or a car wash. That totally inspired me yesterday. That's coming up in a few weeks. Here we go. So I want to start with a story in that years ago when I had my store, I had moved to a new location about a year ago. And I moved from one neighborhood, it was really like 4 city blocks, but it was really a different neighborhood. And I'm designing the clothes and I'm getting ready to pull the trigger on production for the next season. So I've laid everything all out. I have mood boards, swatches, sketches, examples for my entire team. We're all doing this as a collaborative effort saying, you guys are on the sales floor every day in my boutique. What do you think you can sell? What do you want to order? Let's do this together. We're doing everything and I have it all planned out the way I want to go. And I'm saying, well, this is for, this kind of person who can wear this to work and this for this and this for this and this for this. And, about halfway in, Erin raises her hand. There's like, hey, Jane, hold on a second. You have all these clothes for work over here, but when you think about it, we don't really have customers who work. And I was like, what? That's insane. Everybody works. And she's like, well, when you think about it, I'm thinking of our top like 20 customers right now. They're pretty much stay-at-home moms. And I was like, oh my gosh. What? How did that happen? We moved how many blocks? It had been 12 months. I hadn't even noticed. Now, please, I am not dissing on stay-at-home moms. I know that's a crap ton of work. I'm talking about working outside the home for money. Okay. So let me be clear on that. So I had completely not noticed that my customer had changed. We had moved locations. I'm designing for apparently a customer that I don't even know that doesn't even shop anymore. And that was a huge light bulb moment for me. This 21-year-old college student was bringing this to my attention, another reason to have good people on your team, right? So I had to pivot and really look at the customers. So this is something I learned the hard way after designing for the wrong person, right? And not really getting who it was that was purchasing from me. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to look back at your best, yesterday's sales, the day before sales, last week, last month, whatever you want to do. I want you to, take note of who's buying from you and how they're finding you and what it is that they're really looking for from you and what are they spending their money on. And make sure you're up to speed on that so you don't make the mistake that I did. And I really encourage you to do a buyer, kind of a maybe it's an ideal customer, an ideal customer avatar, a buyer persona. And I'm going to show you how I did mine for Fashion Brain that has really helped me. Okay. And it's really helped my students. I'm in the middle of, or actually today is our very first live session for the Sell More Products Online course. And people are turning in their buyer personas and I'm all like, amazed at the breakthroughs they've been having. So you got to do something like this, whether you do it with me or not, I don't care. The course you can still get in if you want to. Just go to the site, look for Sell More Products Online, the e-commerce course, because it's only our first session. You can catch up if you want, but no matter what, I want you to do this. Okay. So take a look at what I have. All right. This is inspired by HubSpot. Now, HubSpot has wonderful resources and blog posts and things. So if you don't know HubSpot, I definitely suggest you check it out. All right. So this is something I did for my own business, and you can do this for your product-based business in a heartbeat. You pick a real person. This is the difference between what most people teach and what I teach. I want you to pick a real person, somebody you actually know, somebody who's shopped with you before, they're a real customer, or if you're brand new, you don't have any customers, then pick a real person the person who you most want to use your product. Does that make sense? I'm not going to do a buyer persona on a compilation of 7 different people. I find it a complete waste of time. It's the way I used to do it until I realized, wait a minute, let me just pick an actual person and say, that's who I want to shop more. I want more people like that. That's what this is about. So these were real people in the beginning. I've changed their information because I don't want to put that out there. But so for instance, I have a buyer persona, which is a person who is and a former executive who's wanting to do something different, and she's been successful in her field, and now she wants to start a collection. Well, what's different about her than some of my other customers? You know, I changed things a lot on this buyer persona to come up with her circumstances. Is it not necessarily demographics of the people that are buying for you or for me? Is it there's in the circumstance? For instance, one of my clients does like gowns and things that are kind of cool that you can use if you're having chemo or if you're having, you know, different medical situations. Is that demographic? Is there a psychographic there? No, they're all in the circumstance of going through this medical situation. And so that's how she could do her buyer persona. And I suggest it, right? So what's interesting and important is here too, is to have some real quotes. And if you don't have real quotes, then call these people up, call up your customers and say, hey, I really want to thank you so much for buying that, you know, this cute little thing you bought from me last week. And I just want to thank you and I appreciate your business. And then see what they say and ask them a couple questions if you can. Otherwise, just call them and thank them to just try to get to be in front of your customers and knowing them. And you can do this for B2B or B2C. Okay, guys. So if you're B2B, you're selling wholesale, you can do the same thing. You can do a B2B buyer persona. Okay, it doesn't matter. All right, my second person is completely different. She's someone who did go to fashion school. She has completely different things she's looking for from me, okay? So in this situation, her goals are different. Her real quotes are different, okay? I just know I'm going to be successful. I can feel it. I have a passion for fashion. You know, the words she uses, the buzzwords, the lingo, everything is different, right? Her common objections are different than my other buyer persona. Her common objection, she's young. She's like, maybe I can just Google this. Do I really need this course? You know, this is for my startup course and it's a $500 course, right? So I know that people have objections in their mind to buying it, whether it's, will I learn enough or is it too expensive? And it just depends on which customer you're going after, which objections they have. So I really think it's so helpful, guys, to know your customers' objections, whether they're conscious or unconscious. Okay. So maybe they come to your site and their objection is, when is this going to ship? I don't even understand, you know, their policies. That's a big objection. Another objection could be, how do I know this is going to fit? The fitting information is not clear. How do I return it? Who pays for that? Is everything clear? What are their objections? And then circumstances are super important. Okay. What circumstance is this person in before they're going to make a purchase? All right, so this is buyer persona. You don't have to do it all perfect like that, but I do suggest you really take time. Do it today. Take a couple hours. Look at who's been buying from you. Call them up. Listen to their real-time quotes. Put that down on paper and decide, who is this person? What do they want from me? What's selling? What can I give them more of? What am I spending a lot of time on when I'm looking at these sales? It's not really paying off. The sales are not, you know, they're not buying the blank product category that I really kind of assumed they were. I haven't looked at my sales that closely lately. Okay. And if you're brand new, then I really want you to do a little research. Who do you most want to purchase your product? Can you book a coffee date, a quick 15 minutes, send a survey, find out who these people are, what makes them tick, what are they already buying, how much are they spending on stuff, and create a buyer persona based on a real person, not a compilation of 5 fictional people who blah, 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 the way I used to do it. This has been so much more helpful for my clients. I really hope you go ahead and take some action on this right now, okay? And if you're not getting these videos and blog posts and things in your email, then get on over and sign up. Just go to janehamill.com. You'll see at the top there, sign up for our weekly trainings, totally free. We have a very active blog. And then I have the online courses to help you start your business, grow, and sell and market your stuff, okay? Assuming you have a product of any kind. The other question I have for you, a lot of my regular peeps are probably watching, and I want everybody to comment if you could. I really would like to know. I'm calling this series Steal This Idea, which is stealing marketing and strategies ideas, looking at what's going on out there in the world, like my example of losing my customer, for instance, and taking that and interpreting it for your business. do the words steal this or steal this idea make you uncomfortable? Does it imply like steal my designs? Because that is not what it means. It means get inspired by other people's, real life marketing and sales strategies. So I'd love your opinion. Yes, I'm down with it. I get it. I understand it's tongue in cheek. Or thumbs down. No, I don't like the title. I like the idea, baby, but I don't like the name called Steal This. Let me know. I really want to hear from you. Don't be a lurker. Leave me a comment. It would really help me. Okay. Have a great, great, great flipping day, guys. Take care. Bye.